Chapter 3 The skeleton warrior coming out of the garbage dump. Suddenly a classmate shouted, "Look, there is movement in the dark clouds." Everyone looked up. A little fire rose from the dark clouds. The flames floated in the air, rising and falling. There seemed to be something else besides the firelight. Moreover, there was a rattling sound of rubbing in the dark clouds, which made people's teeth sour. Finally, a sharp-eyed classmate saw clearly what was in the dark cloud, and was so frightened that he fell to the ground. "It's a skeleton, and everything in the dark clouds is a skeleton." With his voice, the picture in the dark cloud has been fully revealed. Thousands of skeletons are densely packed, and the flames are clearly the fire of souls in their skulls. The skeletons glowed with pale white light, ferocious and terrifying. Although they knew that this was just a vision, many students were still scared and backed away. One of the soul fires fell from the sky and landed on Lin Moyu. Then all the visions disappeared instantly, and everything returned to normal. Unique hidden occupation, Necromancer, not a rare job. Instead, hide the profession. And it is the only hidden occupation. This means that there is only one profession in the world. Unless Lin Moyu is dead, there won't be a second identical job. Hidden jobs are rarer than rare jobs, even rarer than legendary jobs. It is not clear whether it is strong or not, but it is certain that it is less. Lin Moyu's necromancer profession is the only one in the world. Lin Moyu is so powerful that he has become a hidden profession, and it is the only hidden profession. How could the boy's luck be so good? Could it be that the magic circle made a mistake? Hidden occupations are not necessarily powerful. There have been many people's hidden occupations in history that were not very good. Yes, the number of hidden occupations is just rare, not necessarily powerful. But the vision just now is so scary, and his profession is necromancer, so does he have to deal with the dead all the time? He didn't speak in the first place. It's not a good time to deal with the dead, so there's no need to speak. Lin Moyu came down from the magic circle after fully awakening his profession. He was also a little excited about the unique hidden occupation, but he couldn't tell anything from his face. Emotions and anger are not visible, just have shock and excitement in your heart. Why put it on your face? Wait a minute. When passing by Zhang Qian suddenly stopped him. Lin Moyu turned around and saluted Zhang Qian. "What is your order, senior?" It's not that he can't speak, it's just that he speaks very little. There will be no shortage of etiquette. Zhang Qian asked, "Your occupation is a hidden occupation, and I have never seen it before. Would you like to show a skill?" Faced with Zhang Qian's request, Lin Moyu did not refuse. "Senior, please wait a moment. I have just changed jobs and am not fully familiar with myself. Check out your properties. Name, Lin Moyu, occupation, necromancer, unique, level, 1, 0%. Power, 10 agility, 10 spirit, 20 physique, 10 equipment, none, summon space, 0 out of 10, skills, soul flame, level 1, summon skeleton warrior, level 1, soul flame, level 1 burns the target's soul, causing burning damage. The power depends on one's own spiritual power and skill level. Summon skeleton warrior, level 1 summon a black iron level skeleton warrior. Skeletons can be divided into black iron, bronze, silver, gold, diamond, legendary, and god level. In terms of attributes, mental power is better than the other two attributes. This also represents the positioning of the necromancer, which belongs to the profession of the mage department. The soul flame skill also illustrates this point. But the summoning skeleton warrior skill is somewhat similar to the summoner profession. Soul flames are definitely not suitable for display, so Lin Moyu chose to summon skeleton warriors. When the skill was activated, a black vortex appeared around Lin Moyu. Then a skeleton warrior burning with soul fire came out of the vortex. The spirit dropped from 20 points to 10 points in an instant, and half of it was consumed. The bones of black iron level skeleton warriors are all gray. There were many cracks all over his body, and even the knife in his hand was old and worn out, and he didn't know where he picked it from a pile of junk. It's not just a knife, the entire skeleton warrior looks like it came out of a garbage dump. Such a black iron level skeleton warrior doesn't look very powerful, as if he will fall apart at any time. Lin Moyu also took advantage of the opportunity to check the attributes of the skeleton warrior. Black iron skeleton warrior, strength, 15 agility, 15 spirit, 15 physique, 15 skill, none. The 4 attributes are quite balanced. There are no pros and no cons. Temporarily no skills, only use normal attacks. It's not that great. When the skeleton warrior appeared, the students exclaimed in surprise and took a few steps back unconsciously. People are always afraid of scary things. There are only a few bold ones, and there is no movement. Like Gao Yang, on the contrary, there is a trace of curiosity. Zhang Qian's fingertips glowed, like a gust of wind falling on the skeleton warrior. There was a red light in the eyes of the skeleton warrior, looking towards Zhang Qian. The fire of the soul also jumped violently. Skeleton warrior is attacked, whether to fight back. If you don't make a choice within 10 seconds, you will automatically counterattack. A piece of information suddenly popped up in Lin Moyu's mind, and he quickly ordered the skeleton warrior not to move. Zhang Qian said with a smile, "You are very vigilant." Chapter 4. Have you taken a fancy to our silent language? He is a level 52 professional with a high level of detection. Lin Moyu is only level 1, and his summons are actually hostile to him. Through the detection technique, Zhang Qian saw the attributes of the skeleton warrior. The attributes are ordinary and nothing special. After all, Lin Moyu is only at level 1 now, so it is hard to see the strength of his profession from this attribute. Maybe this skeleton warrior will become more powerful after the level is higher. Zhang Qian waved his hand. "Thank you, work hard, maybe there will be something in the future." Lin Moyu saluted Zhang Qian again. The skeleton warrior walked behind Lin Moyu, making a clicking sound, accompanied by gusts of cold wind, which added a bit of horror. When he went back, many students unconsciously stayed away from him. Skeletons are so scary. Gao Yang came over. "Can I touch it?" Lin Moyu nodded, indicating yes. Gao Yang boldly reached out and touched the skeleton warrior. The touch of the steel plate seemed a little cold again. The flame on the head has no heat, and the closer it is to the flame, the colder it is. Gao Yang asked, "Is this skeleton powerful?" Lin Moyu shook his head. "Should be better than you." "Really?" "I don't believe it, it looks a little tattered." At this time, Lu Yun called Gao Yang's name, and Gao Yang responded, "I'll go to change jobs first, and I'll talk about it later." Lin Moyu looked at the skeleton warrior and thought silently, "Recycle." A vortex appeared in front of him again, and the skeleton warrior disappeared after entering the vortex. The attribute bar of its own summoning space also changes accordingly. It was originally, summoning space, 0 out of 10. Now it becomes, summon space, 1 out of 10, skeleton warrior, quantity, 1. Lin Moyu carefully checked the introduction of the summoning space. The summoning space is the place where the summoning objects are accommodated. Summoning objects that are not usually used can be placed in the summoning space and can be summoned at any time when needed. Summoned objects called from the summoning space do not need to consume mental power. In other words, you can usually summon skeleton warriors, and then put them in the summoning space, and call them out at any time when needed. Currently, the summoning space has a capacity of 10 grids, which can accommodate 10 skeleton warriors. If the summoned object is injured, it can also recover quickly in the summoning space. As the level increases, the capacity of the summoning space will also increase. Lin Moyu thought of the picture he saw when he changed jobs just now. The picture he saw during the job change was completely different from what others saw. He saw a dragon, a huge dragon. The dragon soared in the air, screaming in pain from time to time. In an instant, it fell back to the ground, rolling wildly. Lin Moyu saw that the dragon was covered with skeleton warriors, at least thousands of them. Skeleton warriors waved their sharp blades and kept falling on the dragon. Each blow inflicts ghastly wounds. No matter how the dragon struggled, it was useless. There was nothing the dragon could do except scream. In less than a minute, the giant dragon fell down with a mournful cry. Lombok completely lost its luster. This scene let Lin Moyu know how strong the skeleton warrior is. As long as a certain amount is reached, even giant dragons can be slaughtered like pigs and dogs. Lin Moyu believes that he can reach that level one day, killing dragons like dogs. The job transfer circle erupted with brilliant light. Gao Yang's transfer is over. Advanced occupation of the main battle class, Sword and Shield Knight, he really became a knight as Gao Yang wished. And it's not an ordinary knight, but a high-level profession, Sword and Shield Knight. Although both are knights, there is an essential difference between the two. Otherwise, he is not qualified to be named as a senior. Gao Yang ran back excitedly. Well, let me just say that I can be a knight. Lin Moyu showed a rare smile and gave Gao Yang a thumbs up at the same time. Gao Yang laughed loudly and patted Lin Moyu's shoulder. We will play dungeons together in the future, and I will stand in front of you. How to say that sentence? Let me think about it. He patted his head. If you want to kill me, just step on your corpse. Lin Moyu was a little speechless. He couldn't stand this guy, and finally said, You said it wrong. Gao Yang said in surprise, You are finally willing to speak. I deliberately said the opposite, didn't you notice? Found a fart. What is deliberately contradicting? That is, contradicting, well, I still refuse to admit it. What a joke. Lin Moyu gave Gao Yang a disdainful look. All job transfers are finally over. Lu Yun took them back to the big classroom. This time, 106 students from number 1 middle school changed jobs, among which Lin Moyu was a hidden job. 12 are transferred to the main battle class, 18 are transferred to the auxiliary class, and the rest are life classes. This ratio is considered good, and Lu Yun is also very satisfied. Students, the job transfer is over. No matter what profession you change to, you must work hard to upgrade and improve your skill proficiency. Starting tomorrow, our novice upgrade dungeon in Shihai City will be open to all students. Students can enter the dungeon for actual combat upgrades. Students with life-related occupations don't have to worry, the school has arranged a life skills hall for you, and there are teachers in it who will teach you to master various life skills. I hope that in the big exam a week later, all the students can get good grades and enter the higher education institution of their choice. The information in the novice upgrade dungeon is basically clear to everyone. The monsters inside are concentrated between level 1 and level 8. And the number is not many, the difficulty is very low. It is much safer than the wild in Shihai City. Of course, you can also go directly to the wild without going to the novice to upgrade the copy. As for life and death, that's up to you. When school was over, Xia Shui stopped Lin Moyu. Gao Yang said with a grin, Miss Xia, why, have you taken a fancy to our silent language? Xia Shui frowned, go away. Delying. Gao Yang rolled very simply.